My name is Care-rie Waruguru. Care spelled with a C-A-R-E space R-I-E Waruguru. Yeah, I love myself. Love smiling. Like I just love being happy. Yeah, I guess I'm a happy person. If happiness was a person, I guess it looked like me. Wow, music. Music means a lot to me because I feel like tuwezi kaa bila muziki, get. Music is a language that everybody understands differently. Because like sidhani kuna place kwa dunia kuna muziki, unaona eh? And for me, I feel like I was born to do music because I started off at a really young age. Because I remember I wrote my first song when I was in class 1, which sikuwa najua naandika ngoma. So like I was writing some things down. Hata sikumbuki nilikuwa na time ya kuandika ngoma hadi nikiwa class 1 because that time tulikuwa tunafikiria tu mambo ya kucheza. PE itafika saa ngapi, break itafika saa ngapi, tucheze ball, turudi class and everything. But niliandika ngoma yangu ya kwanza and my mom has been very supportive because after I told my mom like I wrote something, she told me like I want to hear it. And she listened and she was like, oh, like yeah. My mom has always been there through my musical journey. And I remember when she had a friend's graduation and she told me, oh, she said like, oh, my son has a song that he wrote. And I was really small, I was very shy at that time. Yeah. And she called me and said, tuimbe ile wimbo yako, ile wimbo uliandika. And yeah, it was very embarrassing. Yeah, I remember the words, but I can't sing it right now. Yeah, nah. But I'm glad I did all that. I'm glad I love my mom. I'm glad that she has always been there for me. She has been very supportive. She has always been that person who tells me like, you should do this, and if you do this and don't do this, then you're not doing it right. But she tells me in such a way that I'm like, I should actually do whatever she's telling me. So I'm grateful for my mom. I love her. Yeah, and the question was, what is music to me? And it's like I'm telling everybody who my mom is. Yeah, but yeah, like my mom is like me. My music and my mother, like I can say I love them both. I love both of them the same way because they mean so much to me. Yeah. My musical journey. Oh. Like it's funny when I tell people I'm shy. And they're like, you don't look like shy, but I'm those people who are very shy. But musically, I love what music makes me feel. I feel free. I feel like I can do anything. So like every time I sit down to write something, I write it from my heart, and I want people to like appreciate how much time it takes. Like we were having a conversation with a friend of mine and he was like, mse naandika ngoma. And then also go like and it has taken you a lot of time. So like, you know how people appreciate like art hata kama kitu inakaa vibaya, uko like mse take time yake na get. I feel like musicians we don't get that appreciation, but I also feel like we need to work more on our craft. Yeah, and my musical journey has been very interesting. Yeah, I remember when I just finished my high school and I was very so like I'd go to auditions. Wala tungeenda auditions na siko na fare ya kurudi na ningeenda msee. Ndio unakuta wale wase unapata huko manzee wamejitayarisha and everything. Wase wachaze na muziki, unaona? And I took that as a challenge because I wanted it to be me next time. I wanted people to come and they see me and they're like, mse ametoka Thika venye ametufunika. And basically I took that and I've been working on my craft chini ya maji. I'm those people who like working in the dark, and then I let my music speak for me. I let my craft, my art speak for me. So I'm still learning, I'm still working on myself, that's what I say. But I love where I am right now, and I'm looking forward to the years that are coming because I know manze, it's gonna be a very nice journey.
So describe your music. What kind of music do you do? What kind of
What kind of music do I do? Wow. I'm a very indecisive person, if I should say. Because I wanted to do rap, and then I was like, no. Then it's all in ngumu because mi naambianga wase mi nataka kuimba, wase wako like mse ukae kuimba, ona kama mse wa gengeton. Niko like wacheni mchezo, wacheni tuchezeni chini. And mi ni mse weird sana. I wouldn't say weird. All my friends say I have a very weird musical taste, because those guys who I could be in a party and I tell them, mse watoto nacheza ngoma moja msikie, and I'll end up playing in a Simon, and they'll be like, nah, cause me na feeling in a relating in a classical music, like classical music, jazz. I like that kind of vibe, but also napenda like house music and stuff. But for me, I think I want to fuse all that into something that somebody will listen to, somebody who's my age will listen to it and be like, I like how this sounds. Like it's something that I'm still working on, but it's something like I know I can say like it hasn't been done yet, but I want to be the first one to do it. So like I'd say I'm fusing a lot of things together, some jazz, some classical music, some hip-hop, R&B is not dead. Yeah, but basically I want to naweza kuita indie pop, but not indie pop, like Afro indie pop. Don't know if that is a genre or something, but yeah, it's just a fusion of a lot of things, but I hope it works out. I'd go for Nina Simone, because like her music speaks to me. Like mina sizanga ngoma zake wasn't niongelesha, because she was so into like what she was doing. She says like you cannot be an artist and not reflect the times, and at the time that she was alive, she was very vocal about like human rights and everything, and I love the fact that she stood up for her people at that time, and that her music was so sincere. Yeah. First of all, I'll go for Sauti Sol. Yeah, like I don't think kuna mse sahi apendi Sauti Sol. Hiyo ndo nasema. Kwanza after watoe Midnight Train, it was like boom. Like everybody loved them before, but after Midnight Train, that album was, yeah, it was so good. Like the songs, like you sing the songs and you reflect on your life and you're like, why this is happening to me. Yeah, there's Sauti Sol, there's Kanye West. I think Kanye makes me feel like you can do anything you want. Like you shouldn't care what people will say. Like because Kanye is Kanye. He'll do it, and he'll do it so good that you'll say like it's crazy, but we love it. And the third person, I'd say Sampha. Yeah, Sampha is those guys who like, I feel like I relate to him because ni wale wase like ukimwona kwanza uko like umse akai kuimba, and then when he starts singing you're like, wow, that guy can sing. Yeah, and there's Bill with us, and you know, sunshine when she's gone. Wow, like some music you just listen to it, it's very old, but at the same time it's so new. Like his music does not get old. Muziki yake izekangi. Like he sang it at that time, and I love his story. Like the way he was a soldier first, and then he went on to be a singer, and he did so well. Like it just shows you like if you really love something and you go after it, you'll get to it eventually. Yeah. Hold Me, that's my debut single, and yeah, it's a song that I wrote like when I was really down, you know, corona shit and everything. So I was just in my crib, chilling, Thika works, nimetulia, and I had this song that I only had the chorus. That was the funny thing. I only had the chorus. I had written down the chorus when I was still at work, and I wrote it down, and I was like, napenda hii chorus sana, nitaifanyia kazi. And I was home that day, and I actually told myself, sitoki nje kama sijamaliza hii ngoma. No. And song is about like how there's this girl manze, nilikuwa napenda sana, and unajua tu Nairobi and everything, so things don't really work out the way we want them to work out. So like I just poured out my emotions and wrote, and yeah, finally this song was born. Yeah, I love this song. Like I really love this song. Yeah.
It's a happy song.
Yeah, it's a happy song. Not really happy, but yeah. It's a song about focusing on myself. Locally I'm going for Sauti Sol. Like kusikia hiyo kuku kwa wimbo yangu manze. Yeah, because I think Sauti Sol wanna capture like na some vibe too ya yetu, like sisi ka mavijana, like they capture that vibe so well, and it's a feeling that like let us see feeling ni too, like you just feel like you actually relate to their music, no? And internationally, I'd go with Simil, because like I love the way his music is so sincere, sad, but at the same time like you actually feel like you can connect to his music. See? Yeah, I love Simil too. I love a lot of people. Napenda wasanii. Musically Kenya tuko place fiti sana, like we are growing, and that's a very good thing. And I think in Africa like season dot con access like ile fiti sana ya like net and everything, so like it's easier for us to get music from anywhere in the world, and they imesaidia wase ku learn manze, like it's not only like whatever we grew up listening to. There are so many other genres out there, so many other types of music out there, and to influence if you listen to our music nowadays, you just feel like people are getting some things from outside, and we are taking them and owning them, and we're just making something that is very beautiful. And I'm looking forward to the coming years, because I feel like we are going places. Like tafika place man zote wakasema Kenya, and they'll be like, what? Chana wase kifika ni mziki wachezangi. Yeah, because like tunaenda place, like I'm an example. I think tukiangalia like TZ washa polish bongo yao, and they love it, like they support it. For us, I guess tuko ile place like naweza sema we are still finding our like genre yenye tunaweza sema it's ours, like we can actually own it. And kuna hiyo vibe too, kuna hiyo vibe ya Kenya, like if you listen to music, like if you listen to like the most booming songs right now, you'll hear like kuna that ka vibe that is coming up, and like it's still growing. And when it grows, actually like people will be like, I want to listen to this kind of vibe, and I can only find this kind of vibe in Kenyan music, you get? And it's still growing, but it might take some time. But when you get there, tutapata like fruits zetu, like the other piano, bongo, afro. Yeah, we support our own, but not enough. Like hiyo ndio tunaweza sema, like we listen to our own music, but it's not enough. Like we can do better. Yeah, basically this is a start for me, and hata mimi I'm looking forward to like what I'm going to do next. Because I'm one of those people who like, I'm very critical about what I put out, so like it might take some time, but I always want like whatever I put out, people listen to it and be like, somebody has actually worked on this piece. No, right? Yeah, and I'm releasing my debut single, Hold Me. Yeah, I really love that song. And after that, I need to like, I have a lot of songs that basically they are from very different genres, and I think like I'm just going to do an experiment. I'm going to release them one by one, and basically we'll see from there. Like mimi ni mse diverse sana, so like when I put music out there and then tutapata response kutoka kwa say, and then from there we'll know what next. But I can say like I'm still finding myself, and I already have songs that I would really like to major on those genres, but let's see what the audience says. So my socials, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Care-rie Waruguru. Yeah, ziko up and down, nazicheki.